show you shit that you might not know. Welcome, my friend, to the BWIT show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, y'all. Thank you for tuning in and joining the program today. Today, I just wanted to recap on my previous video where I went over and kind of showcased, if you will, a Python desktop application that I've been working on. So, in continuation with my learning in web development, I utilized this web framework, Web2py, which is a easy, portable web framework built based on Python. And so I took that app, that original application, and if I can show you, I don't know if I can get it up at the moment. But I took that application and and what I did is I turned it or converted it kind of into a web-based application so I could take a look at that stuff. Some nice, useful charts and graphs, and let me log in so I can show you guys here. Bear with me. Alright, so what I did is I created a admin dashboard. So what you're able to do is kind of get a visual on different aspects of your data. So and in my case, so I wanted to take a look at, keep record on vendors and or customers, monthly kind of reporting, state reporting, and reporting by city. And when I say reporting, I mean what this does is kind of keeps a tally track, which entails kind of doing a log entry here, data entry here, and it basically generates a database table for you here. And all this is accessible after you log in. And so this is some data that I kind of pre-populated in here earlier. And what this does is I'm able to get a total running number up here of total projects. And then obviously these are just the two state totals that I have, just because these are the two states that I primarily do most of my projects out of. But and then what I did is I set up so I was able to integrate and embed using a Python module, a graphing module called PyGal, 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 and that allowed me to create some SVG graphs, scalable vector graphs type of format, SVG format. And in my case, I think Python has several modules for plotting and graphing. What do you got? Seaborn, Matplotlib, Pandas, Plotty, Dash. There's several. There's several you can use to like create plots and graphs. I chose to go with this PyGal because it's in my belief, I think it's a very simple module for creating charts, basic charts and graphs that are very interactive looking. You see, as I can scroll and pan over here, it gives me actual number results. I built this out so far. I've got some city charts here. Let me show you this here. Here's city. got this divided up. I got it divided into a pie chart which shows this in percentage. Then we got our standard bar charts. You see, all of these are full just because I've only got like 5 or 6 entries in here. But as you start putting entries in, adding the cities will add the cities will get added based on what you type in, and then these numbers will change. So the graphs will change as far as the lengths, distances, things like that in calculation. So let me go back. I'll show you here the monthly one here. This one here, I made this I pre-populated the date range uh, just so a little bit more smoother looking like that, because if I didn't do it, it would read it 1 month at a time as the months get populated. So I wanted to have a full month range here so you can see all the month listed here, and you can just go, as you see, if I go and hover my mouse over, and we've got our pie chart here as well. And these are for the monthly charts. Then I go back, and then I got one for our vendors and or customers, however you want to reference that. And it's the same format here as you add customers or people that you might do business with. It'll add these on here. As you can see, I've only got a few entries, like 6 entries in here. And I got the half moon pie chart here. Just to show you a little bit of difference. I haven't gotten around. I may want to add. I'll try and add maybe a line graph, just to kind of have a little bit of variance. But what I like about this is a basic, very basic. Let me show you this. Kind of show you in action here. We'll go through here and we'll put in an entry here. Just, okay, so we'll make up a month. Let's do a different month so we have you see the results change. Let's say, let's say just May. And we'll say May, May the 8th. And we'll work order number or ticket number, whatever you got, call it. And these here, I've got my drop down. I can customize and edit these on the back end, or take these out so you can type in your own. I have this drop down created with pre-populated selection just because of the most these are the most or the highest number of vendors that I typically do business with. So I just got that pre-populated so I can just select it from the drop down real easy. You go in here so I can just pick a vendor or customer that I do business with. We'll go here and we'll pop in an address. And we'll say this is Crazy Lane. Crazy Lane. And this is in Oceanside, Oregon. Fine. Zip code, I think 97. We'll just say 489. So, darn thing refreshed on. I might need to change that 2020. So y'all let me know. I may need somebody to holler at me on that. Let me focus on what I'm doing here so I can enter this 8 and work order 6. Got all that. Okay, let's add the project. Bam. So we added our project. One thing is if for some reason it's not completely right off adding the project right after I click on add project. You see I've got a few buttons down here. Add project, reset form, and then refresh the page. Typically I always have to either refresh the page to get my graphs to update. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll refresh. Bam. Now as you can see here, our total number is increased. We've got and we got an additional one. It went from 2 for Oregon total to 3. And as you can see here, our vendor for Field Nation went up here. You can see that bar change. You can look on our monthly. We got an entry here for May now. You go on here over to cities. There you can see there's that Oceanside entry. I can hover my mouse. There's 1. You can see here our pie chart has made a change in our pie chart. So very basic. It's not, not too overly convoluted. I'm still working on it, trying to get a few more features added. I need some comments. I need some feedback. I actually need possibly somebody that's familiar with some coding. Maybe I need to bounce some questions off of, because I'm trying to accomplish some things in particular. You guys saw this down here. I need to know how to, once I add an entry, to refresh this page at the same time. So that way when I hit add project, it refreshes this page, and at the same time that'll actually update my images. I can show you the code back behind here. I don't know. I gotta switch screens to do that, I think. Let me see. Can I do that? But you guys are, Python, familiar with Python coding, HTML, any of that, just holler at me. I really would like to know. I'm trying to work out a few kinks and stuff like that. Here's our entry down here, number 7. Field Nation, Crazy Lane, Oregon. And from here I've got also here, we can go to our table, our data table. And what this will allow us to do is gives us a nice table view, which allows me also that I can add records here as well. And we can export these to various formats. I can download this to a CSV file. I can go in here and individually look at a record. As you can see here, not very graphically, pleasing, but it does the job. So if you're somebody in need, you're trying to capture information, capture data, holler at me. I've been learning how to create databases, these web-based databases, and create these forms that make in this Web2py, there's other frameworks out there that are popular, but I'm not the one that always goes with what's popular. This isn't the most popular, but what is unique about it is that it's a self-contained framework. So this you can just, all you have to do is just download the framework file itself, and you can run this runs right from the directory. You don't need to install any software, and you've got this web development framework that you can throw up and start creating and developing web apps and websites. So just imagine, me personally, I look at it from a, from a mobility standpoint, being mobile, from a quick turn up standpoint. Just imagine somebody having like a seminar or some type of vendor, or register. You have a thing where they have to sign up people for registration and keep tally on that. You could easily use something like this, deploy it really quick in order to capture that data. There's no need. You don't have to go register for these these mobile apps and have people download all the mobile. If you need to have something quick, dirty, this is very easily. Even this dashboard that I created, can be edited and tweaked. This is actually based off a template, and the It's an admin LTE bootstrap template, so this is pretty. It was pretty plain Jane as far as none of the graphs were here. So I added the graphs and things myself from the back end, and maybe on another video we'll step through and I'll show you kind of step by step, and we'll take a look at some of the back end coding, and I'll show you guys what I did to create this beautiful, what I consider, I mean, kind of one of my, I'm a novice at coding and web developing, but I would consider this is a very nicely laid out, beautiful admin data dashboard. Um, so you guys take a look at the video. Let me know what you think. I really wasn't putting anything out today instructional, but I just wanted to go over this, kind of talk to you a little bit about what I had going on, what I put together, and how this works, and how you can actually create something like this, and just to better get insights. See now that if you see what's scrolling by here, we say track projects, view reports, and get insights. That's the purpose of this. That's what I want you to accomplish. And, this can be tweaked and tailored in any, to extrapolate the type of data that you want to get. So, as far as the table here, this can be adjusted. You may want to. There may be some different kind of data that you want to try to capture. So as far and build your own unique table, database table, in order to capture that information. So that's all about it. I'm gonna wrap this up. Um, Drop a comment down below. I'm gonna share this video out with as much people as I can, because I want some feedback. I had some a little bit more in-depth programming questions. Somebody out there I know can kind of help me with. There's a couple of features that I wanted to add on to this, which is maybe a map locating feature that I kind of have a little bit going on my desktop version of this, but I want to migrate and bring that into this web app. So you guys let me know. Somebody hit me up, get back with me. Let me know if you guys can point me in the right direction, help me out. I've been Googling like crazy. I'm, you know, getting my feet wet in this as well. So, and I'm liking it. So hit me up. Let me know. I'm going to get at you guys on the 33rd. Y'all know that might be tomorrow. That might be next week. It might be never, but I'm going to get at you sometime. Peace and holla. I'm out.